If you can allow your imagination to expand on the idea that the router itself is a jig device and that jigs are a natural extension of the tool, then you'll truly unleash the full potential of the router.
The router base can be used as part of a jig. For instance, if you attach a batten to the work, you can guide one edge of the router base against the batten. Template or guide bush routing involves various manufacturers' templates or jigs. You can also use shop-made templates or jigs. Template routing can be performed using a variety of self-guiding cutters. By removing one slide and using a special pin, this jig can be used to accurately cut circles from 160mm diameter up to 600mm diameter. Authentic carvings can be achieved accurately and quickly on door panels, drawer fronts, fireplace, surrounds and many other decorative applications.
I then inset some strips which had been prepared on the planer thicknesser, and then I cut the adjacent series of grooves and inset more strips as before. All this was done with a simple batten guide, a straight cutter.
Templates are dropped into the jig in order to cut each cheek of the tenon using the guide bush and a straight cutter. An extra template is dropped in, and the purpose of this is to guide the cutter clear of the jig walls. By routing the end of the tenon with the cutter edge in line with the grain, you have a more efficient cutting action than cutting the fibres with the tip of the cutter, because it separates the fibres at their weakest. Accuracy at this stage saves a lot of fussing about later. You cut close enough to the line to finish off with a sander afterwards. It is a question of thinking about the purpose of the jig. Also, you may wish to use plywood instead of MDF, or hardwood instead of softwood, a hot melt glue gun instead of PVA, panel pins instead of screws, and so on.